So what's going on, guys? My name is Pablo and I'm the creator of this page, and I do videos and take photos of places around California, and I talk a little bit about the history and the art. Today I'm at Woodbridge, California, and for those of you that don't know where Woodbridge is, it's a little town made up of like around 4,000 people. It's in the center of California. We're south of Sacramento, and it's right next to the McCallum River. It's a really nice town with a really close community. It was first settled in 1840 by French-Canadian trappers. They loved this area because there was a lot of bears and wildlife, you know. And it was founded in 1852 by Jeremiah Woods and Alexander McQueen. And they were the first ones to establish a ferry that crossed across the McCallum River, and that allowed a road to be built that connected Stockton and Sacramento so that people could travel. They also built a bridge right next to the ferry, which they called Woods Bridge, which is where the town gets its name. And I just want to show you a little bit about this place and tell you some of its history. So Jeremiah Woods, you know, lived an amazing life, and he died pretty young. I think it was around 45 years old when he died, and he was stabbed by a 22-year-old man in a saloon. Now, the story goes that Wilkinson, who was 22 years old, was walking in front of Jeremiah Woods' home, and a dog attacked him, and he shot his dog down. After he shot his dog down, he went and he sat in a saloon, and Jeremiah Woods noticed that his dog was dead, and he saw where the guy went. So he went and he followed him, and after an argument, they started wrestling and kind of fighting each other, and Wilkinson pulled out a knife and stabbed Jeremiah Woods in the abdomen, and then ran away because he got scared. People say that he was lying on the floor bleeding for 10 minutes and then he died. So I mean, this guy's life is crazy amazing. Like, he was bold, and then that boldness kind of turned on him a little bit, but it was still an amazing life. So Jeremiah Woods moved here in 1852, and he moved here with his family, and they camped underneath a tree for like a few weeks while he built the log cabin, you know. And if you can imagine how scary that might be, because there's bears and mountain lions here, you know, the area's kind of dangerous. There's mountain lions right now. There was one like a few days ago. But if you can imagine how crazy dangerous that must have been, and how bold he was to move his family here and start that. So like I said, in 1852, he established the Woods Ferry. In 1853, there was a flood in this area, and resources and food, you know, were scarce. And Jeremiah Woods, being the smart entrepreneur that he was, he decided to go to Stockton and get some supplies and come and sell it to people. It mentioned that one of the items that he sold was a dozen eggs for $3, which nowadays it would be around $96 for a dozen eggs, which is a lot. In 1858, he built that bridge, the Woods Bridge. He built it for around $1,000, and he made $9,000 by the end of that year, which nowadays would be around $300,000. And he would charge $1 for 2 animals and a wagon, which would be around $36. So Woodbridge has some of the oldest buildings in California. They're all kind of from the 19th century, and they've been pretty well preserved. This one right here, the 100F Hall, it was built in the 1861, and it was originally the Levinsky store. It was a one-story building that was a store, And then later on they built a second story where the fraternity of the Odd Fellows, you know, did their meetings and stuff like that. Over here to the side, right next to it, there's the Woodbridge crossing. It was built in 1865. It used to be a Wells Fargo stop during the 19th century, and then it had a makeshift jail at the bottom. I also heard from somebody that it used to be an opium den as well. Around the corner right there, there's the Woodbridge Masonic Lodge, and it was built in 1882 by Charles Beasley, and it's got a Gothic architectural style, which is still functional today, and they still have meetings. As you can see, Woodbridge has a lot of history, a lot of interesting little facts about it that I think aren't like commonly known. So hopefully you guys like this video. Please help this page grow by liking and following the page and staying up to date on future videos. I plan on going all through California in 2020 and doing individual videos of each city and kind of giving you a little history about it and showing you some of the art. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Bye.